So, as promised, I said I would repeat this morning's class to the best of my abilities because, we always have a plan for the class, but it seems to veer off in different directions. So, we're going to start the class for today with our feet grounding into the earth. You want to then feel the body rise up from the ground up into the sky. Close down the eyes and just connect with those feet as they're connecting to the earth. I want you to really sense how they're touching into the ground. Feel your energy sinking down into the earth as you just try and center yourselves. And then from those feet, rise up, feel the activation in the thighs. The activation as you lengthen the crown of the head up into the ceiling or the sky. Broaden the shoulders outwards into the outside walls. And then stretch your fingers down towards the ground. Feel here almost as if you're hugging your front body into the back body and vice versa. And then slowly, now that you've stacked your body in place, slowly start to soften the muscles from the inside outwards. And just finding some kind of place where you feel that you can sustain this posture. Your eyes remain closed and then just attached to your breath. You're going to use your breath as your guide. Keeping that breath even in and even out. And place your left hand on the heart and the right hand on top of the left hand and just feel the connection of your palms. Feel the palms touching your heart and your chest area. And one more time, just send your attention to your feet. How are your feet standing? Where's the weight distribution? Can you feel the four corners of your feet, your big toe joint, your little toe joint, the outer heel, the inner heel? Become aware of those 4 points and see if you can distribute the weight evenly throughout those feet. And then bring your attention back up to your heart center. Feel the energy in your hearts and just lift the corners of your mouths upwards into a big smile. See how that shifts and changes the sensation in that heart center. With every in-breath, feel the heart center expansive. And on the out-breath, just the letting go of what no longer is serving you. You can visualize the in-breath as infinite possibilities. And the out-breath, just that letting go. That acceptance. And then slowly fluttering the eyes open, bringing the hands down alongside the body back into starting position. Turning the palms outwards. And as you inhale, reach around and up as you stretch from the floor upwards. And as you exhale, bringing the arms all the way around and down. 2 more rounds. Inhale, reaching around through and up. And exhale all the way around and down. One more round. Inhale, taking it up, feeling with resistance as you press the hands through space. And exhale, bringing it back down and around. Inhale, taking those hands up shoulder height, pull those fingers apart. And as you exhale, rotate to your right. Keep your hips facing the front. Inhale back to center. Exhale, rotating the upper body to the left. Inhaling to the center. Repeat to the right. Inhaling back to center. And exhaling to the left. And inhale back for the last round. Using the abdominal muscles to help you rotate in that upper body. Back to center. Relax the arms down. Close your eyes and feel into your feet. Make any necessary adjustments. And as you inhale, float the arms forwards and up, opening the eyes. Interlace these fingers, invert and press up into the heels of your hands. Then on your next in-breath, drop the tailbone down, press into the heels of the hands, and as you breathe out, you bend your knees and you slide down that imaginary wall. Inhale, straightening the legs and pressing back up into the heels of the hands. Exhale, two-way lengthening. Press into the heels and press down into the ground. Inhale one more time, reach up. And at the same time, press, bend the knees, push down into the floor. And then inhale, bringing the body up, pulling up onto those legs, bring the arms forwards, release and down. Roll the shoulders up to the ears and open and back. And again, up to the ears. Roll the blades together and down. Last time, lift up, roll it back and drop down. Now with the elbows are going to draw circles on the walls, on the outside edges. And again. And again. And now the whole arm, you reach the arms up, make full beautiful circles in those shoulder joints. Reach up and all the way around. One more. Let the breath flow and back to starting position. Stand firmly on those feet. Bend the knees and just throw the arms. Throw them and look behind you. Keep your knees and your hips to face the front. And you really throw. Wrap those arms around the body. Feel the connection with those feet in the floor. Three more. Two. Last one. And come back to stillness. Straighten up, find Tadasana. Ground into the feet. Inhale, reaching the arms up as you lengthen. And as you exhale, slide down that wall, bend your knees and press the buttocks to the back of your mat. And then again, inhale, reaching up. And as you exhale, bend the knees, push your hips to the back, look for that chair behind you. Inhale, reaching up. And as you exhale, bend your knees, press back, hold it here. One full breath in and out. And then inhale, reaching all the way up. And exhale, hands come forwards and down. Close your eyes. Find your mountain pose, connect with the breath. The last of your warm-up. Inhale the arms overhead. Exhale, slide, scoot your buttocks back, fold and bring your arms around, down to the ground and reach to the back of your mat. Press that dorsal back through. Inhale, take the arms forwards to the front. Press your hands down and back as you exhale. Squeeze the blades together. Inhale, reach the hands to the front. Exhale, drop the arms, take them to the back. Squeeze the blades and lengthen the back of the neck. Inhale, reach forwards. As you exhale, bring your arms down. This time, pop up onto the balls of your toes. Push your chest to the floor. Inhale, reach to the front. Exhale, hands down, pop up onto the balls of the toes. Inhale, reach forwards. Exhale, hands down, pop up and stretch to the back of the room. Lower those heels, bring the arms up, drop the buttocks and stand up tall. Exhale, back down and find mountain pose. Close your eyes. Connect with your breath. Connect to the floor. And then bringing your hands into your heart center, opening the eyes, press the palms to touch. Right foot goes back for warrior one. 3 steps behind yourself, bend into your front leg, draw the tailbone down and slide that crown of the head upwards. Hands come up, inhaling. As you exhale, you tip forwards from the very pit of your thighs and you're in a lunging kind of position. You're lengthening from the back heel right the way up into your fingertips, one beautiful straight line. From here, a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, you launch forwards, warrior 3. Pull up on your supporting leg and your arms come out to the sides. Then as you inhale, back to your forward putting warrior 1. Exhale, launch. Pull up on your supporting leg. Flex into your lifted foot. And inhale, last round, reach it up, lengthen. And last time, stabilize in that supporting leg. Flex that foot, pull the fingers apart. Bend the knees back into your lunging warrior 1. And then back up. Bringing your hands down onto the mat. And step back for a small, conservative, bent-legged downward dog. Walking through your dog as you press your right heel down. Bend and then the left heel down. Bend, then the right. And then the left. Last time, walk down into that right leg, press the heel down, and then the left. Press out of the hands, lengthen the spine, relax the head. And now we'll try and straighten into both heels, both legs. On your next breath in, float up onto the balls of the toes. Push your chest back as you breathe out and lower your heels. Twice more. Inhale up onto the balls of the toes. Push the chest back, lower your heels. One more round. Lengthen the spine, decompress in those vertebrae and into downward dog. Relax your head here. Float onto both, up onto those balls of the toes, ripple through, bring your shoulders above your wrists, push your shoulders then away from your ears and find your high plank. Press down into the knuckles of those hands. And then from here, lower your hips to the floor. Lift your heart and just flip the one foot and then the other as you drop the tops of your feet onto the ground. Open the chest. Press into the knuckles of those hands. And then going through those toes or flip the feet again, lift your hips up and press back into downward dog.
Float up onto the balls of the toes, bend your knees, and step your feet to the front of the mat. Your knees are bent, dropping your head all the way down towards the ground. Have those feet nicely parallel and relax here. And slowly coming up one vertebra at a time, dropping that head down, moving through the spine as you draw the belly in, and you stand up, back into Tadasana, hands into heart. Feel your feet connecting into the ground. Magnetize your front body with the back body and vice versa. Step that left foot back for your warrior one. Bend into the front knee, square your hips, and then float the arms. Two-way pull, top of the head up to the roof, tailbone down to the ground. And then slide your head and your fingertips and tip forwards. From here, beautiful deep breath in as you launch. Arms come out to the sides, and you're doing kind of a warrior 3 airplane. And press back, warrior 1. Reaching up, you're still tipping forwards. As you launch through, hands come out to the sides, kick back into your back heel. Bend the knee and back up into your tilted warrior 1. Last round. Pull up on that supporting leg. Step back. Lunge warrior 1. And then up. Curl the tailbone down. Bringing those hands down onto the ground and press back to downward dog. This time take your feet a little further back. 3 breaths here. Float up onto the balls of the toes, ripple through the spine, find your high plank, press the heels away, press the shoulders away from the ears. Lower your hips, press out of the floor, flip the feet, drop those hips, keep the thighs off the ground and press up and out of the ground. Open the chest, then up and over those toes, lift the hips, push up and back to downward dog. Onto the balls of the toes, bend your knees, walk your feet together to the front of your mat. Hanging down, and this time seeing if you can straighten your legs just a little more. Arms out to the side, slide your heart through and up, and then inhale, pressing into the floor, reaching all the way up, and bring your hands into your hearts. Take a moment here and connect with your breath. Send your energy down into the earth, deep into the earth, so you find your center, you find your rooting. And then sliding down that imaginary wall, peel your right heel up. Plant that foot on top of that left thigh. And then start to scoot your hips to the back of the mat. You're hinging from your hips. Keep pressing that dorsal back through to the thumbs. And just finding here, seeing if you can take your right elbow, you want to place it onto your right knee. And your left elbow is aiming towards your heels. And then take the tension out the back of the neck. From here, you scoot your right foot all the way to the back of the mat into a high lunge. Arms come up, reach up and over your head, And as you exhale, right hand on the floor, left hand reaches up, rotate into your upper spine, shoulders away from your ears. Take the very pit of your left thigh bone and press it back towards the back of the mat. And hug your left knee and your right shoulder towards each other. And then bringing those fingertips back onto the ground, and from here, half lift. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, drop and fold over those legs. Reverse dive, soften the knees all the way back up, and hands into heart. Connect one more time with your breath. Root into the ground, deep into the earth. Slide, bend your knees, slide down that hole. Peel that left heel up. Lift that foot, find it on top. And you're in the temple position. Press the buttocks back. Lengthening the back of the neck. Left elbow onto left knee. Right elbow is aiming towards that heel. And from here, you press that left leg all the way to the back of the mat. A beautiful high lunge. Inhale the arms up. And exhale, bring your left hand down onto the ground. Rotate. Take the right hip back. Reach that arm up. Hug your right knee into the left shoulder. Push your back heel away so that back leg is active. Fingertips down. Launch forwards, half lift as you inhale. And as you exhale, drop all the way down. Fold over those legs. Hanging here. Pull up on your knees. Let that head drop. Let the weight of your head draw and lengthen the spine. And then just fingertips on the ground. Drop your buttocks, heel toes together, and you're in a little squat. So from here, you opened your knees. You start to press the heels down into the mat. And then the top of the head is aiming to the floor. So you should be rounding into your spine. A Malasana position, pressing the heels down, top of the head towards the floor, arms are nicely relaxed. And these inner thighs are just hugging in gently into your outside ribs. Two-way press, heels down, head down. Nice long breaths. And then slowly lifting the head, bringing these knees together. We're moving into our balancing posture. We're going up onto Bakasana. So these hands will come about a foot in front of the toes, and the hands are only as wide as your shoulders. So from here, you press firmly into the knuckles, into the palms, into those fingers, almost gripping with your fingertips even more, as if you're trying to drag the fingertips back towards the knuckles. And then lift your hips right up onto your toes, bend the knees in towards the upper arms, bend your elbows back towards those shins, transfer those shins onto the triceps, gaze slightly forwards, come up onto tops of toes, and if you want to, you're going to float. Work your shoulders away from your ears. One more breath. Slowly back, big toes together, heels together, and just coming back upright, right up, finding your balance here, and bringing the hands forwards. Hands down, one more time. Bakasana. So lifting your hips, bend the knees, you curl your tailbone under as you take your body weight forwards. Then float those feet. Try and get your big toes to touch. Breathing, gaze is forwards, and then slowly coming down. Taking your hands behind you as you drop down onto your buttocks and you're working your feet out in front of you. You're finding Dandasana, hands underneath shoulders. Push into your heels. Open the front of your shoulders. So we've stacked our head, our heart, and our pelvis. Then float the hands through and up. Push from the floor up into the ceiling. You're almost tilting your pelvis forwards here. Nice deep breath in. And slide your fingers along the roof, slide the crown of the head along the roof, and you've tipped slightly forwards, just like we did in Warrior One. Holding it here, pressing the dorsal back through. Taking another nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, reach far beyond your feet. Hold onto your heels, or you can hold onto your ankles, or you can have a strap or a rope or a belt. Then let's do a half lift. Inhale, slide your heart through, hold onto whatever you're holding onto. Pull those elbows apart and drop. You want your forehead to aim towards your shins. And then soften here. Keep those legs active and strong. Where can you soften right now? And then inhaling, lift your head, lift your chest. Press the hands into the floor as you drag them back and you grow tall up into Dandasana. Open the chest. Squeeze the blades into each other. And then from here, pressing into the floor, scoot slightly forwards, tuck those feet around, and then coming onto your haunches. We want to sit in Vajrasana, hero's pose. Rotate the inner thigh slightly down. Stacking the head, the heart, and that sacrum. And then all you do from here, nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, you fold from the pit of your thighs. You start to round over your thighs into classic Balasana. Drop your forehead onto the mat. Arms relaxed. Squeeze the inner thighs into each other and then press the inner thighs down to the ground. Now take your hands and hold onto the heels of the feet. Get your forehead closer towards your knees so there's a little bit more pressure of the top of the head on the mat. As you inhale, pull against your heels and round, lift your hips, lift your shoulders up away from the floor and find rabbit pose. You're pulling with your hands so you're in a beautiful lift, a deeper Balasana. Nice deep opening in that back body. And then slowly dropping down, bringing the hands alongside your knees and pushing your way upright. Sitting absolutely upright, allowing the spine to just stabilize. as you stack the head, the heart, and that sacrum. And we'll take our knees open wide here, your big toes stay together. Sitting upright, up nice and tall. Fingertips come in line with the toenails. Plant your palms flat on the floor. Your hands underneath those shoulders. Curl your tailbone onto those feet. Lengthen it to the front of the mat. Press up and open that front body. So you're lengthening the tailbone to the front of the room and you're lifting your pubis up towards your collarbone. If you like, you can drop your head back. Then slowly bringing the hips back down. Draw the abdominals in and sit up. Bring those feet together. Knees together. Palms up. Eyes are closed. Connecting with your breath. And then keeping that breath nice and slow and soft, keeping your eyes downcast. Just drop over onto the one side, bring those feet forwards and make your way down onto your mats. So you want to go down nice and slowly, one vertebra at a time, so that as you're going down, you've got control. Then your arms go out shoulder height. Shoulder blades nice and flat, and walk your feet a little closer towards your buttocks. Lift your feet off the floor, cross your right leg up and over the left. Take your feet wide apart, as if you're trying to touch the walls, and draw your thighs into your chest. Then lift your hands, lift your head, and just take your hands from the top of your feet. Get a good grip on the outer edges of your feet. Lower the body. Pull the feet towards your nose and down